Hey everyone, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Today we're going to be continuing The Nightmare Before Christmas, and we're going to be working on Shock. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in, and for my new viewers, please consider subscribing, share, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and click on that notification bell for future videos. So today, you guys, we're going to be continuing The Nightmare Before Christmas, and we're working on Shock. It only gives you material enough for Sally and Jack, so I am going to be using my own materials. It's not going to be exact, it's not even going to match the same color, but I'm going to try to get close to it as possible. I'm going to be going over all the instructions and new stitches at least 3 times, step by step, and then thereafter I'm going to be doing it at my normal pace. If you need to speed up or slow down the video, click on the gear button in the corner. There's playback options to go fast or slow. If you don't need to hear me talking, you can lower the volume on your device and then click on the CC closed caption button. So let's get straight into this. I'm going to be using the hook that they provided, the 2.75 millimeter, and that's the required crochet hook that you're going to be needing today. I'm going to start off with the gray, and we're going to be doing the adjustable ring. So let me show you how to do this. You're going to take your yarn here and you're going to wrap it around your finger 3 times with a little bit of overage so that you can take your middle finger and clamp it down. You can tighten up the strands here as you go. We're going to palm up and then slip the hook underneath the 3 strands, and then we're going to pull back the hook and drag this strand underneath these 2. So pull it back, you can turn the hook, drag it underneath the 2, and then we have something like this. Then we're going to yarn over and you're going to pull this strand through this loop. Okay. Once we've done that, you can let go of your middle finger, you can slip off the loops off your index, and we can move forward on round 1. So we're going to make 8 single crochet stitches, and I'm going to show you how to do them. So put your hook into the loops, you're going to yarn over, and you're going to pull up a loop. So now you have 2 loops onto your hook. We're going to yarn over again, and you're going to pull through both loops. So we have our first single crochet stitch. Let's do this again. Put your hook into the loops. We're going to yarn over, and you're going to pull up a loop. You have 2 loops onto your hook. Yarn over again and pull through those 2 loops. And now we have 2 single crochet stitches into the loops. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops. So we have 3 single crochet stitches. Now I just have to do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So now from here we have to close our adjustable ring. I'm going to hold the bottom stitches here. We have 2 loops to work with. I'm going to pull this end piece gently, and we're going to see which loop goes in first. Once you've seen one of the loops move, you can stop pulling. So start pulling this gently. You're going to see what loop goes in first. And we see that that back loop is going in. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull out this lower half of the loop. So grab the loop that moved. We're going to pull the lower half out, and as we're pulling, you're going to see the other loop start to pull in, and that's fine. That's what we need to do. So keep pulling until that other loop goes completely inside the adjustable ring, like that. Right, once that is gone, you can now pull the excess piece here, and then this loop is going to disappear. So pull that, and you might still have a little hole. What we're going to do is pull in the opposite direction and up. So you want to pull it just enough to where you get that little bit left. You can pull, stop when it doesn't want to move anymore. You don't have to pull it tight, but at this point now your hole is completely gone. And then we could mark the last stitch that we made with our stitch marker. Slip that right under the braid here, close it, and then let's move on to the next round. So for round 2 we have to do an increasing stitch 8 times. So an increasing stitch is basically doing 2 single crochet stitches in 1 stitch. So let me just gather up some yarn here and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so let's count back 8 stitches to make sure that we put our hook into the right stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put your hook into the 8th stitch. Okay, then we're going to do an increasing stitch, and like I said, it's 2 single crochet stitches in 1 stitch. So let's do the first one. There's 1, and then we're going to go back in to the same stitch we just used, and we're going to do the second one. Okay, so we just did 2 single crochet stitches in this 1 stitch. So we're going to do this all the way around. So 7 more single increasing stitches. There's 1 into that same stitch. We're going to do another one. 2. So now we have another 2 single crochet stitches in that 1 stitch. Let's do another one with you guys. Into the next stitch, do a single crochet stitch, and then go back into that same stitch we just used and do another single crochet stitch. Alright, so by now you should have 6 single crochet stitches. We just have to repeat this 5 more times. So 5 increasing stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and last one is 5. Okay, so you should have 16 single crochet stitches altogether. You could always count to double check. I'm going to move my marker to the last stitch that we made, and then we're going to move on to round 3. So for round 3 we're going to be doing an increasing stitch, a single crochet stitch 8 times, and end up with 24 stitches. So let's do an increasing stitch, we're going to do a single crochet stitch, we just have to repeat this 7 more times. Increasing stitch, single crochet stitch, repeat this 6 times. Increasing stitch, single crochet stitch, and then we're going to repeat this 5 more times. Okay, and because this is a bigger ring, let's see, I'm first going to remove this marker to the last stitch I made, and like I said, it's bigger, so I just want to make sure that I have 24 stitches. I'm just going to count them: 5, 10, 15, 20, and then we have 24. Okay. Always want to make sure that you have the correct number of stitches so you can catch mistakes early on and not down the road. So now we're going to do round 4. We have an increasing stitch, 3 single crochet stitches 6 times, and end up with 30 stitches. So increasing stitch, then we're going to do 3 single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to do this 5 more times, so increasing stitch, 3 single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3. Then we just have to repeat this 4 more times, increasing stitch, 3 single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3, and then we just have to repeat this 3 more times. Alright, so now we're going to remove the marker and put it at the last stitch we made, and then we're going to do round 5, and that's going to be an increasing stitch, 4 single crochet stitches 6 times, and end up with 36 stitches. Okay, just gathering up some yarn here. Alright, so we're going to do an increasing stitch. We're going to do 4 single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we just have to repeat this 5 more times, increasing stitch. Then we're going to do 4 single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. Then we just have to repeat this 4 more times, increasing stitch, 1, 4 single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we just have to repeat this 3 more times. Remove the marker, put it under the last stitch we just made. Alright, so now we're doing round 6. We have chain 2. So we're going to chain 2. I'll show you what that is. So all it is doing a yarn over and pulling through the loop. That's chain. Simple as that. Do it one more time, yarn over, pull that through the loop, and then we have 2 chains. Okay. We're going to skip the first stitch, and then we're going to slip stitch in the front loop only. So let me show you how to do that. So we're going to skip the first stitch, that's this one here, and then we're going to slip stitch in the first loop, on the front loop only. So when you look at this stitch, it consists of the front loop and the back loop. That's all one stitch here. Front loop, back loop, front loop, back loop. So they want you to put your hook underneath the first loop only, like that. So rather than do both loops like we've been doing, you're only going to do the front loop. So stick your hook through that front loop like this. Now to do a slip stitch, all that is a yarn over, and you're going to pull through all the loops. So yarn over and pull that through all the loops like that. So we have this little hole here now. Alright. And we have to do this 18 times. Check please. I guess we're making the little frills on her dress. This is where you can accidentally lose your spot. So maybe I'm just going to talk through the whole thing to make sure you guys don't skip a beat, skip more than one stitch. Alright, so we're going to chain 2, that's a yarn over, pull through the loop, that's 1 chain, yarn over, pull through the next loop, and that's another chain. So you have 2 chains. You're going to skip the first stitch, that's this one here, and then we're going to slip stitch into the front loop only. So that's this hook through the front loop. We left the back loop hanging, chilling. Alright, and then we're going to yarn over and pull through all the loops off your hook, and that is a slip stitch. So now we have another hole. Okay, so let's chain 2 again, yarn over, pull through the loop, yarn over, pull through the loop. We're going to skip this stitch here. We're going to go into the front loop of the next stitch like this, and then we're going to yarn over and pull through all the loops off your hook like that. So now we have 3 holes. Okay, all right, only 15 more to go. So let's do our 2 chains, then we're gonna skip a stitch and then do front loop only and slip stitch. Right, so now we have 4 holes. Let's do 2 chains, 1, 2, skip a stitch, front loop only, stick your hook up in there, yarn over and pull through all loops. And now we have 5 holes, chain 2, 1, 2, skip a stitch, go through the front loop only, yarn over, pull through all the loops to do a slip stitch. Right, so at this point you should know how to do these now, and we're just going to call them out. So 2 chains, skip a stitch, front loop only, stick your hook, do a slip stitch. Right, 2 chains, skip a stitch, front loop only, stick your hook, do a slip stitch, 2 2 chains, skip a stitch, front loop only, slip stitch, 2 chains, skip a stitch, front loop only, do a slip stitch, 2 chains, skip a stitch, front loop only, do a slip stitch. Oh, my yarn is so thick that the small hook is not able to carry it. Okay. 2 chains, skip a stitch, front loop only, stick your hook, do a slip stitch, 2 chains, skip a stitch, front loop only, slip stitch, 2 chains, skip a stitch, front loop only, do a slip stitch. Alright, I don't know how many these are, stop counting, but we only have a few more left. Chain 2, skip a stitch, front loop only, slip stitch, chain 2, skip a stitch, front loop only, slip stitch, chain 2, skip a stitch, front loop only, and slip stitch, chain 2, skip a stitch, this is the last one, front loop only, and do a slip stitch. Alright, let's see now what it says. We made 18 scallops, and then we're going to fasten off the gray. So remove the marker. Alright, and then I guess we're going to leave a short tail. It doesn't say how long, but we're just going to fasten this off. So to fasten off, okay, I cut this. We're going to yarn over, and I'm going to pull that through the loop all the way out. So pull it all the way out, and then we're just going to tighten up that stitch, and we can hide this later. So, but it looks now we're going to switch to mauve, but in my world, because I don't have that color, I've got this pink. I know, it's not the same, but it's all I got. And sometimes you just work with what you have. Alright, so now for the next round, we have to join mauve in any back loop of the previous round, single crochet in all 36 stitches. Alright, let me show you how to cast on to your hook. So you want to take your ring finger, pinky, and thumb and just grip the end piece here. We're going to take our index and middle finger and hold apart the yarn like this. Then place your hook perpendicular to the yarn. We're going to go down, out, and around, and you created a loop around your hook. You can slide it up and down. We're going to slide this down towards the thumb. Take your middle finger and just place it right where it crosses so that we can let go of our left hand. And we're going to take our yarn, feed it around your finger. We're going to re-pinch this end piece here. We're going to slide the hook further down towards your thumb, and where it crosses you just want to pinch it with your middle finger. That way your hook can no longer go up and down. Then we're going to yarn over, and you're going to pull that through the loop like that. Then I'm going to overhand my hook. I'm going to re-pinch this end piece here, and I'm going to push this knot towards my left thumb. push it down till you can't push it down any further. And once you get to that point, then you can take this end piece and just pull it out a little bit more to make this knot nice and snug. I'm going to take the knot and drag it up towards the hook a little bit, just like this, and then I'm going to slide this off. So we are going to join the mauve in any back loop of the previous round. So how we did the front loops, we're going to do the back loops now. You can kind of see this really faint invisible line of stitches that we didn't use because we were using the front loop. So now when we attach this mauve, we're going to attach it on to the back loops. I want to also take this opportunity to hide this piece here. So what I'm going to do is, and we're going to do 36 single crochet stitches. So starting with, let's say, if you can see this is where we kind of left off. We have our chain here, or I mean our stitch. Like we said, this is the front loop, this is the back loop, so stick your hook into the back loop only. Alright, we're going to slip on this mauve or pink, and I'm going to pull it through that loop. Alright, so we're making pretend, you know, we're kind of starting, you know, the next stitch. Alright, so at the same time though, I want to try to pull this gray piece. I want to lay it across the project like this, because I want to try to tuck in this piece right here. Alright, so now we're going to go into the next back loop. And you know what, I kind of did I put this in the right spot? I feel like I did, but I don't think I did. Alright, let's take this out, let's do this again. Make sure you get the right one. And how you can tell, it's really hard to tell actually. We stuck it in the front loop here, so the back loop is actually here. Alright, so if you can do it that way, there we go. So if you can kind of see, the front loop is being pulled by this, the back loop is here. I accidentally put it here, it should be in this one. So stick your hook into that back loop, slip on your mauve, and we're just going to do this again, pull that through the loop, and we're going to start as if we're, you know, going to do our next single crochet stitch. So into the next stitch, we're going to stick in our hook, and I just want to make sure that I stick it into the right stitch. And let me just count backwards, man. Alright, better safe than sorry, count backwards. We're going to count back, well, it's supposed to be 36. We have 36 stitches. 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 33, 36. Okay. Stick your hook into that 36th stitch. We're going to do a single crochet stitch. Alright. So we did our first one, and we're going to go around and do 35 more single crochet stitches. So this is going to take a bit, but back loop only. I'm gonna get more yarn here. Alright, let me just double check to see if I have 36 single crochet stitches. I might have to do 1 or 2 more. Let me just see. 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, yeah, 1 more, 36. Okay, and I'm going to mark the last stitch that I made. Alright, okay, so for round 8 we're going to do an invisible decreasing stitch, 10 single crochet stitches 3 times, and end up with 33. So I'm going to show you how to do an invisible decreasing stitch. So what you need to do is front loops only. You're going to stick your hook into the front loop of the next stitch, then you're going to stick your hook into the front loop of the next stitch. We're going to yarn over and pull up a loop, okay, and then we're going to yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So we took 2 single crochet stitches and made it into 1. So now we're going to do 10 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we just have to repeat this 2 more times. Invisible decreasing stitch using the front loops only. Stick in your hook into the next stitch, then put your hook into front loop only the next stitch over that. We're going to yarn over and pull through both of those loops, okay, then we're going to yarn over and you're going to pull through the 2 remaining loops off your hook. Alright, invisible decreasing stitch. Now we're going to do 10 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then we just have to repeat this 1 more time. Invisible decreasing stitch, front loops only, put your hook into the next stitch, then put your hook into the next stitch, front loop only, We're going to yarn over, and you're going to pull through both loops. Okay, then you're going to yarn over again and pull through the remaining 2 loops. Last 10 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, remove the marker, put it at the last stitch we made, and then we're going to move on to round 9, and that's pretty straightforward. We're going to do 33 single crochet stitches. Okay, remove the marker, put the last stitch we made, then we're going to move on to round 10. We're going to do an invisible decreasing stitch, 9 single crochet stitches 3 times, and end up with 30 stitches. Okay, so we are going to do an invisible decreasing stitch. Nine single crochet stitches, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we're going to do, repeat this 2 more times, invisible decreasing stitch. Nine single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, one more time, invisible decreasing stitch, 9 single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Remove the marker. Okay. Now for round 11, we're going to do a single crochet stitch in all 30 stitches. So it's pretty straightforward. Remove the marker. Okay. So now for round 12, we're going to do an invisible decreasing stitch. We're going to do 8 single crochet stitches 3 times and end up with 27 stitches. Invisible decreasing stitch, eight single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Invisible, we have to repeat this 2 more times. Invisible decreasing stitch, eight single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're going to repeat this 1 more time. Invisible decreasing stitch, and then we're going to do 8 single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, remove the marker, put it into the last stitch we made. Now for round 13, we're going to do a single crochet stitch in 27 stitches. Okay. Okay, remove the marker, put it at the last stitch we made. Then we're going to do round 14. We're going to do an invisible decreasing stitch, 7 single crochet stitches, 3 times, and end up with 24 stitches. Okay, so we're going to do an invisible decreasing stitch. We're going to do 7 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to do an invisible decreasing stitch. Seven single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I kind of missed a strand there. I'm going to redo that one. Right, one more time. We're going to do invisible decreasing stitch. And 7 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Remove the marker, put under the last stitch we made. Okay, then we're going to do round 15, which is a single crochet stitch in all 24 stitches. 1, 2, Okay, remove the marker. Clear the last stitch we made. I'm going to do around 16 invisible decreasing stitch, 6 single crochet stitches 3 times, and end up with 21 stitches. So I'm just gathering up some yarn here. Alright. So invisible decreasing stitch, six single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, invisible decreasing stitch, six single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, invisible decreasing stitch, six single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Remove the marker, put it through the last stitch we made. Right, so now for round 17, we're going to do an invisible decreasing stitch. And we're going to do 5 single crochet stitches 3 times and end up with 18 stitches. So, invisible decreasing stitch, five single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, invisible decreasing stitch, five single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, invisible decreasing stitch, and 5 single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, remove the marker, put under the last stitch we made. Alright, so now we have to stuff the body and continue stuffing as we go. So let me go grab some of my stuffing. Alright, I have my own stuffing here. I'm going to take pieces of it and just put this in to the body. Okay, and then it says stuff as we go. So, alright, for round 18, we're going to do invisible decreasing stitch, 4 single crochet stitches 3 times, and end up with 15 stitches. Okay, let's do an invisible decreasing stitch. Four single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Invisible decreasing stitch. Four single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4. Invisible decreasing stitch. And then 4 single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to remove the marker, put it under the last stitch we made. Alright. So now for round 19, we're going to do an invisible decreasing stitch, 3 single crochet stitches 3 times, and end up with 12 stitches. So, invisible decreasing stitch, three single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3, invisible decreasing stitch, three single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3, invisible decreasing stitch, and 3 single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3. Well, it's definitely getting smaller now, but I think I put in enough to give it a good amount of firmness. Let's remove the marker and put it under the last stitch we made. Okay. Alright, now we're going to do invisible decreasing stitch 6 times, end up with 6 stitches, and we're going to switch to white. So I have to remind myself in the last invisible decreasing stitch to hold off because we have to set up the white yarn. So let me grab that now actually. Hold on a sec. My white yarn is different from different thickness than my pink yarn, so we're gonna see a huge difference there. And it's all nice and tangled. You gotta love it. Alright. Okay. Alright, let's do our 5 invisible decreasing stitches. Okay. Gathering up some yarn here. Alright, invisible decreasing stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, before we do the 6th one, we have to cast on with the white. So I'm going to pull this loop out as far as I would like so that I don't lose the stitch. Set that aside. I'm going to grab my white. So we're going to take the, like we did before, ring and pinky and thumb on one end, index and middle on the other, lie the hook perpendicular to the yarn, go down, out and around, make a loop. You can slide the hook up and down. We're going to slide it down towards the thumb. Take your middle finger and hold it where it crosses. Then we're going to let go of our left hand and then gather up some yarn around our finger. Re-pinch the end here, slide the hook down towards the thumb, and then pinch it where it crosses so that you can't move your hook up and down anymore. Then we're going to yarn over and we're going to pull this through the loop. Then I'm going to overhand my hook, re-pinch my end, and I'm going to push this knot towards my thumb until the knot gets tight. Right, and then when you hit that point there, then you can take the end piece and just pull it a little bit tighter to make that knot nice and snug. Pull the knot close to the hook like this, leave some room. We're going to slide this off the hook, set this aside for now. Pick up your project again, stick your hook back into the loop, and we're going to pull the yarn to make it tight again around the hook. We're going to complete our last invisible decreasing stitch. So into the loops here, front loops only. I'm going to yarn over and pull up a loop. Now instead of using the pink to finish this off, I'm going to slip on the white. Okay, and then I'm going to pull this through both of those loops to finish off our invisible decreasing stitch. So now I can remove this marker and slip it under the last stitch we made. Close it up. And now we're going to go do the next row, which is a single crochet stitch in all 6 stitches in back loop only. So I don't think we're going to switch back to pink at any time soon. Let me go check. Alright, so I don't think we're changing back to pink or mauve. So I'm going to cut it off. So cut this piece here. I'm going to tie it around the white a couple of times. Okay, you can just tuck that into the body when you get there. But we're going to do the 6 single crochet stitches in the back loop only. Okay. So back loop only into the next stitch here, stick in your hook and do your single crochet stitch. One, two, and let me just clear this. This is getting a little messy. Or I'm going to pull this out a little bit because I want to push this one in here. Let's see. I don't like when it gets tiny because it gets so difficult to read the stitching, to handle the project. I'm just tucking away the excess pieces so I can go back in here and do my back loop only. Okay, so I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I'm going to remove the marker and put it at the last stitch we made. It's getting really messy. Okay. Then we're going to do round 22 and we're going to do an increasing stitch, 5 single crochet stitches, and then end up with 7 stitches. Okay. So let's do our increasing stitch, and that's basically doing 2 single crochet stitches. Oh, we've already done this in 1 stitch. Alright, so an increasing stitch. And then we're going to do 5 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, remove the marker, put it under the last stitch we made. Alright, then we're going to do round 23, which is an increasing stitch. 6 single crochet stitches 8 times. No. Increasing stitch, 6 single crochet stitches, and end up with 8 stitches. Jeez Louise. Okay. So an increasing stitch, then we're going to do 6 single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Remove the marker. Place it under the last stitch you made. Alright, so then we're going to do round 24. We're going to do an increasing stitch, 3 single crochet stitches, 2 times, and end up with 10. So an increasing stitch, three single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3. We're going to do this one more time, increasing stitch, we're going to do 3 single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3. We're going to remove the marker, and under the last stitch we made. Okay, so now we're going to do round 25. We're going to do an increasing stitch, 4 single crochet stitches, 2 times, and end up with 12. So an increasing stitch, four single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeat this one more time, increasing stitch, and then 4 single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Remove the marker, put under the last stitch we made, and we're going to move on to round 26, and we're going to do an increasing stitch, 3 single crochet stitches 3 times, and end up with 15. So increasing stitch, three single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3. Just have to repeat this 2 more times, increasing stitch, 3 single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3. Repeat this 1 more time, increasing stitch, 3 single crochet stitches, 1, 2, and 3. remove the marker, put it in the last stitch we made. Now we are at round 26. This is the whole page we got to so far. This video is over an hour. I normally go 2 hours, but it is getting late. So I think I'm just gonna stop here. We have the hat, brim, the arm, the leg, the mask, the hair. So I'm hoping that in the next video we can do all of the rest of the parts, but maybe not, because we have a whole page of rounds, and some of them are, you know, a couple. We have to deal with wire, so try to get some gauged wire. It says what size in the book, so we got this far. We have the body and part of the head. Look how crazy that is. But anyway, I like the little frill down here. Alright, so comment below, let me know how you guys are doing. We're gonna complete this. This may be a 1 or 2 or 3 part video. Stay tuned, click that notification bell. At any rate, thank you so much, you guys, for watching. This is Isms by Josie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks. Bye.